Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here in the Transformers collab review. This is 2023 Stranger Things Netflix Code Red. I do like how they have the who's watching on the side of the box, just like it would be on Netflix if you had multiple accounts or multiple profiles to watch that show. Let's take a look at the contents. Gracie. They got your figure all wrapped up in that nice tissue paper we all enjoy so much. Inside we got the instructions. And alright, let's toss that stuff right back in here. And the heart attack inducing pizza with all that grease. And there's your tissue paper with the leaven on it. And then you got your pineapple and your jalapeno there. Open this backside up so don't forget to find your other contents. Alright, straight out of the box, you get your handy dandy instructions for Autobot Code Red. Like I said, I've never really seen Stranger Things. I've never seen Stranger Things. I know of it, I know things of it, but I don't know enough about it. This hasn't piqued my interest. I don't know, maybe I'll go back and start watching it. Who knows? But this is your instructions here, and there is Code Red. It comes straight out of the thing with his little Surfer Boy pizza logo on top. Be careful with this, it does come out pretty easily. It's got a little peg hole and a little tab kind of thing, just kind of just rest in there, but you can knock it out. Pretty simple. Not too much force, so don't ever try to pick it up by this, because eventually, it might hold for a minute, but if you move your hand around, it will come undone. So this comes packaged in its alt mode. Take a look at the alt mode real quick. Pizza, Surfer Boy, delivered hot to your door. And take a look at the front. Nice paint job going on here to the side. I like how they actually have all the lights painted on this thing. That is nice. Little touch. They don't usually do that. And they even have the back windshield painted blue. Just try to match this greenish blue color going on the front here. It's probably blue, but you know how it is. Yellow background paint and everything. So we can see some of the gray plastic kind of seeping in on top here. It doesn't really bug me too much. Yeah. Underside, you can see how the robot stores all up. And everybody always said this was going to be a retooling of the Earthrise, Ironhide, and Ratchet. I have sold those, so I don't have them anymore. And the only thing I can see maybe would be similar is just the bottom part of the leg here where the wheels go. But otherwise, it's very, very different. Some things are similar in the transformation, but they would have to change a whole lot around to make it work. Even if you say this was from that, I mean, they had to remold the entire back end here to get the feet and everything down here, these lights, all that on this as well. Because the feet, don't drop them, you just go on the back side. But I like they do have the back windshield here. It is broken up by the transformation scheme, so it's not like a full solid, but it doesn't, again, that doesn't really bother me too much because I don't really, have it facing this way. It'll be facing more like sideways, front, to the side, something like that. And this is actually fully licensed here by Volkswagen. You've got the logo here on the back and here on the front. It is a Volkswagen Vanagon. And I'll show a picture here of what the real world model looked like. These vans were made by Volkswagen from like 1980 to like 1991 when they stopped making them. And this is what this is based on. This is actually, I guess, based on the van that's in the show. Like I said, I've never seen the show. And since the show is based in the 80s, they wouldn't use an 80s type van. So, I like it. Throws me back. It's nostalgia. That's probably the reason why I bought this, is this for the fact that I want to see how they did this when you got an actual nice looking van mode out of it. When they could have just done this with the Earthrise, Ironhide, and Ratchet. We're going to take a look at the accessories. It comes with a battle axe. He's got a spiky club to beat somebody's brains in, like a little blast effect. You can say it's fire, but I want to say it's gooey cheese from the pizza, because you get a little pizza box right here. Surfer Boy pizza. I have no idea. So what we're going to do is this stuff can tap into the vehicle mode. There's these little slots here on the hinges on both sides, and on the weapons there are tabs on here. And on the pizza box there's a slot here as well, and it only, I think, fits one of these. I don't remember which way it goes. But you'll tab this onto one of those slots on this, and then you'll take this and you'll tab this on this side here, which I need to take the pizza box, and if you want to be able to read it, I'll need to have it facing the other way. I'll put it this way. You want kind of the battle axe, the tip going up, otherwise it'll be down here and your wheels won't be able to touch the ground, correct? So we got that there. And we'll take this right here, and this just plugs on right there. And then on the other side again, slots. You have some tabs here on the sides of the spiky club. I already knocked that thing off. I'll put it back on. I picked it up and I pushed on it. I pushed on it. So we'll put that back in. And that is weapon storage in vehicle mode. So we have the pizza box and axe here. And we have the club and the gooey fiery cheese coming out the back end on this side. Now this piece here also becomes part of the weapon in robot mode. And what you do with this, you take this little tip, you see, you just want to pull it. You want to take this here. Yeah, helps when I push it in. There we go. And bring it around, and now you have a gun. And now you take the gooey cheese fire blast, and it goes right here. And also it will support your other blast effects. I'll show that off real fast as well, so you don't have to use this one. Take that, and you just stick it right back on. So it can store like that as well in the vehicle mode. So you can keep it like this, and then you'll use this as a gun in a robot mode. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and do some comparisons here. I'm gonna remove these accessories, so I just gonna knock them off my hands anyway. Shit, I'm just throwing them around anyway. So we do some comparisons here. I do have Studio Series 86 Ratchet, so we'll show them off next to that. He is slightly smaller, I want to say, in vehicle mode, maybe a little bit longer. Taller? No. Ratchet is overall bigger in vehicle mode. Taller, longer. Oh, he does have his guns on him. We'll do it the other way. Yeah, he's still longer. A little more hefty feeling. And I did weigh these guys. We'll do a quick weigh in real fast. I got a handy dandy trusty scale right here. We're going to take Code Red. We'll put them on there. Before I do that, let's put him on there with all his accessories. So we'll just put the accessories there. We'll just throw these on the scale. I'll get on the actual scale. There we go. And we'll see his weight is 4.3 ounces. So it's a decent weight here. I mean, this thing costs like $45. I didn't pay that for mine. I had gift cards, and it was percentage off sales and everything. So I paid like 30 bucks. And here's Studio Series 86 Ratchet with the guns attached. His weapons, 4.3 ounces. So they're both pretty weighty. More comparisons. Here is next to Voyager Class Legacy Evolution Trashmaster. And with the buzzworthy Bumblebee tow line. Alright, with all accessories removed, we're going to transform Code Red into robot mode. And this is the part here with the legs and the side. It's very similar to the Studio Series 86 Ironhide Ratchet, the Siege versions, and the Earthrise versions. In fact, you gotta take this piece here, and you're going to, it goes through the hole here, and the wheels are attached to this. So you gotta untab this. It tabs in right here on his legs. These two tabs that go right here in these slots. And it just comes back. Oh, shit. I pulled that right off, didn't I? It didn't have, this first time it's happened. I've transformed this guy twice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I just pulled too hard. See, it holds good. That was a user error, not the actual figure. Grab it again from this side. Pull it to the back. Come the back here. We're going to take these. We need to split these like this. Come right here to this. We're going to bring these up like this. Then we're just going to drop. By doing this, his arms tab in back in the back of the legs, all that. We just bring this down. 180 at the waist. Split his legs. See what tab in. We're going to take his feet here. They're going to come down. And then you're going to rotate them around like this. And we're just going to close that right back up. Same on the other side, feet down, spin them around, close that back up. And you got the legs done on Code Red. Fairly simple. Come up here, we're going to take his arms. So take these pieces here, we want to bring these all the way to the top. His arms are just tabbed in, these little tabs here, go to these little slots right underside there. Bring these out to the side. As it's going to drop down, it's going to reveal his head. Now, I'm going to bring the camera up. This is the tricky part of the figure, is that you got to tab these little gray tabs right here into the clear transparent plastic right here. You see these little gaps in the blue part, and then there are these tabs here. They're going to lock into his waist back here on his lower back, and so you got to tab all that in, and it's just you want his neck piece to be under here. So it's just getting it lined up and then tabbed in. So makes it even a little bit harder when it's on camera. But so trying to get this lined up. Like I said, that's the hardest part. So we get that in. You want to get his back tabbed in the back part. So we push that piece in there. And his head's here. Bring his arms out. Hands are here. We just want to bring those out and down. They're on a ball joint, so you'll get some swivel out of those hands too. There you go. You have transformed Code Red into robot mode. So the hardest part is just lining all that up, and don't ever pull too hard on the back, because there's a chance when you do his arms like this, you might untab that. But if you get it locked in tightly, it stays in pretty well. But I had a little trouble the first day messing with this guy. There you go. He is in robot mode, and right off the bat, his arms bug me because they are so short. He's so tall and lanky, and he's got these short arms. Like they only go right here to his hips. I wish they would go down just a little bit more. Just because his legs are so long and his arms are so short, his proportions just look off to me. So that's probably my biggest complaint out of the robot mode. Just the transformation of getting that tabbed in, and then just the short arms. Otherwise, he's not bad looking. I mean, his feet, very similar looking in the Siege look. We'll bring in Siege ratchets to show that off. They are noticeably different and a lot wider. I guess for the transformation, we'll do some comparisons more in a moment. Head sculpt, he reminds me of that one G.I. Joe character. I'll put him on the screen here. I can't remember his name up top of that while I'm doing this, but I'll put his picture and his name down here. This sort of reminds me of that look. Otherwise, he makes a decent robot mode. Hollow disc really just right here in the back of the legs. You can see inside the arms. That's where the hands store up there, and that's got to collapse around his joint. So that's not too big of a complaint. Now we can take his weapons. Let's see, what are we going to use? Oh yeah, when you do his gun, I didn't show this off when it was in vehicle mode. When you do this little thing here that we did earlier, you take the pizza box, and it actually slides in right here. So it's like it's firing the gooey cheese from the pizza. It's like shoo, shoo. So that's his gun. Put that in his hand there, and we take his axe and go to the other hand. Or there's storage here on the back, right here. These little slots on the translucent plastic. You take the little slots on the axe and stuff. The tabs, and we'll just tab that in. This. Now you can store both of these on each side of the back, or you can have them hold one. You see, you can't hold everything at one time. So we put that in his hand here. So he's got that as well. And the gun can also store on his back. You'll just peg it right back where it was in van mode. So you can store all his weapons on the robot mode and all at the same time, because you can just take them all, 2 weapons on the side, and the gun here in the middle. So he can be weaponless in his hands, but still carry around all his weapons. So overall, he's not bad looking in robot mode. Like I said, the proportions look slightly off to me. So we'll do some quick comparisons here. All right, here he is next to Dying Ironhide, the buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 86 Ironhide. You can see Code Red definitely has the height advantage on these guys. Next to Voyager class Earthrise Grapple, they're more along the same height. And we'll bring in a Masterpiece. Here's Masterpiece Smokescreen next to Code Red, again, the same height. And next to Bob Ross. All right, so let's go over articulation here on Code Red. Shoulders out to there. You can 360 these all the way around. Get your bicep swivels here. Elbows bend slightly more than 90 degrees. Like so, you got ball jointed hands. So you can move movement in and out for the current transformation. And you also can spin them 360 all the way around. You do get waist articulation, but you're going to have to probably remove some of these accessories. You're going to have to actually untab him from the lower back. Yeah, if you want to get him to spin, because otherwise he'll hit the back piece here. So you have to untab that. And then you can get more range of movement there. Go ahead and tab that back in. Legs, full split, upper thigh swivels, knee bends to there. Kick forward here, back now is forward because you're going to hit the back. And you get ankle tilts for days because of transformations. So there's your articulation. Oh, and the head, really no down. You get a slide up. You can 360 it all the way around. So that's your articulation here on Code Red. All right, so my final thoughts here on Code Red. It's an interesting transformer. I do like the transformation. It's very intuitive. I like how things fold. I like how they actually got the back end of the feet with the painted windows. I like the detailing on the vehicle mode. I think the vehicle mode is actually the better mode of this. His robot mode is fine. The short arms bug me, and the way the torso has to tab in for the arms to work and all that bugs me slightly because it hinders your articulation, and it's too easy to knock the arms back out and to get it all tabbed back in. For me anyway, this is a little troublesome. Also, I kind of wish they gave him some light piping for the eyes, because it does seem to have like that translucent blue plastic there. I'm sure it's just put in because I don't know if his head's is all translucent blue plastic and they just painted him fully silver, or if they just actually just added on after the fact. But some light piping would look pretty nice on the guy. Imagine them big, huge eyes there, the glasses, the visor, and the light coming through, shining through. I think that would look really good. His accessories are pretty cool. I do like the spiky club, the axe. I like the ooey gooey cheese shooting gun as well. It's pretty cool. So you can get him some fairly decent poses. He's awfully tall and very much a Voyager class transformer in robot mode. You know, his beta mode is very compact and actually smaller than the Voyager class Studio Series 86 Ratchet. So I would recommend this. If you're a fan of Stranger Things, you're probably going to want to get this guy. If you like interesting Transformers or just off-the-wall, different-looking Transformers, it's a decent pickup. If you like officially licensed vehicle modes, again, a good pickup. If you don't see yourself spending $40+ on this guy, is he worth $40+? I'd say no. Off the top of my head, I'm glad I didn't pay the $40+. You might be able to wait on a clearance for this guy. Maybe in a year or two, he might show up at Ross or Ollie's and stuff like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. The next ones. Peace out.